As a member of the Bravo sphere, Bravo-verse, I gotta know how you feel about the West and Amanda situation.
Get him banned.
Get him banned.
Get him banned.
Get him banned. Get him, what is it? Not 69. What is it?
86.
86.
Yeah, 86.
Get him 86.
I'm like 69, girl. You thinking dirty.
Welcome to the Are You Okay podcast, where we talk about the real story behind our messiest moments. Today, I am thrilled to welcome Michols Peña. Michols is the assistant general manager at Republic and a breakout star on Bravo's Southern Hospitality. You're also freshly single and more confident than ever. Michols, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Freshly single.
Yeah.
How fresh?
I mean, you're watching it. It was 8 months ago, I would say.
Okay,
from shooting, but like it's been over a year.
Okay, because in my head I'm like, there's not a relationship post filming that you're single from, right? Because that would be like ASAP.
No.
Okay, cool. Also,
I'm like, my life's crazy, but not that crazy.
we're gonna get a little messy today, but before we jump in, we're gonna play a little game called Serving the Truth.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you some messy restaurant scenarios, and you have to tell me what you would do in each case.
Okay.
Also, I have to give you credit. How old are you?
23.
God damn! Holy crap! For a 23-year-old, and also I like obviously watch the show and like I watch you like party, but also like work. You're pretty good at work versus play. Like you're pretty good at work.
Thank
like
you.
You're pretty professional. How old are you? 23?
Mm-hmm.
Get out of my face.
So like when I shot like season 3 last year, I was 21.
Yeah, that's
the
things I was doing at 21. If they aired on TV, I would probably be in a prison
I'm
somewhere.
like crying on my birthday. It wasn't even my birthday yet, and I'm like, ah.
Okay, ready? Scenario uno. A table is 45 minutes late, but still demands to be seated immediately.
We make it happen.
You make it happen.
We make it happen.
Old server Brie would be like, get f***ed. I'm shocked that you admit, that's why you're the manager and I'm not. Okay.
We make it happen. You got the change. I got the table. So.
Wow. That's brave. Good for you.
Yeah.
Do people talk to you like rude?
No, never.
Good. Yeah.
Mm-mm. I always get, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Or you're so pretty.
You are.
Oh my God, thank you for holding the door for me.
Okay. They're nice.
I'm like, yeah.
You don't get like any mean tourists ever?
No.
Wow.
Never, ever.
Okay. Well, that's probably why you're like, yes, sit him. Okay. Someone sends back a steak 3 times and says it's still wrong.
The steak is wrong.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next one.
And you know what we do? If the steak is wrong, we make it again.
Yeah.
And we comp it off the bill.
Yeah, you got to comp
whole
it.
meal is
Always
comped.
comp.
Yep.
And that sucks because the steak is like almost always the most expensive item.
But by the end of it, we probably feel horribly about the whole entire dinner, so the dinner's free.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're good at your job. A regular who tips well is openly being rude to your staff.
So usually what I would do in a scenario is like go up to them and be like, hey, how are you? Ask them how their night is going, if the service was okay. Then from there, like figure out what I can do to necessarily like make it easier for them. 9 times out of 10, I'll bring over like a bottle of champagne or something just to like lighten the mood.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
You would have fired me if I worked at Republic. I know that for a fact. No, I was going to tell a story, but I cannot.
Come on. We got time,
We
girl.
might not use it. Oh, this is so bad. My old job in South Carolina, actually, in Columbia, it was like everyone was like young and hot, giving Republic, giving sir. We got really buzzed at work, and I was like, let me do something crazy. And I went to the back fridge and had whipped cream and poured whipped cream on and had my boyfriend at the time take it off. And our manager walked in. I'm not kidding. I'm pulling my shirt down. Manager walks in. None the wiser. I literally shit my pants immediately sober and said, never again. Loco, right?
Wow.
Crazy. So the secret story that we can't air was crazier than what I said. But yeah. I feel like that's like par for the course. Like,
yeah. I mean, I haven't done anything that extreme. Like, I've gone home with a guest before, but like...
Sure, but that's like...
Like, everybody does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so no whipped cream off
Lava.
the chest. That would be actually okay if it were a dude, I feel. Not a guest. Because a guest shouldn't be in the back.
No.
Another staff member?
No.
Maybe. If you had a buzz. Okay, whatever. Anyway, your friends come in and expect VIP treatment on a slammed night.
Girl, you know better.
Yeah.
I work here.
Yeah.
Like, wait in the line. Or wait outside in the VIP
Wait in
line.
the
I'll come grab you in a
line.
second.
Okay. You're able to do that?
Yeah.
A little sneak in.
Mm-hmm.
A hot guy flirts with you to try to get special treatment.
No.
No.
No. Shit ain't sweet. I'll never see you again.
What if he's like so hot?
I don't care.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm working. When I'm
Yeah.
in work mode, like the way that I speak to my friends and like anybody that comes in is so like it's completely different. Like
not
this is my
casual
lingo,
you.
but I'm not calling like guest diva
Yeah.
or like girl and having fun. Like if
Yeah.
a fan comes in and we're like kikiing, then I'll be like, oh my God, girl, like you're funny,
Yeah.
like blah, blah, whatever. But like if a guy comes up to me and like it's a bachelor party or something
Mhm.
and they have a table and they're like, hey, my wife watches your show.
Yeah.
Can I take a picture with you? I'm like, yeah, of course. Oh my God, come over here. We'll take a picture.
Yeah. Okay, so you keep it pro. You keep
Yeah.
it profesh. And that's why you're the assistant general manager.
I try my best.
Okay. What is your catfishing story?
Okay, so let the record show. The only dating app I'm on is Raya.
Okay.
So, you know,
rich boy.
you come to
Famous
New
boy.
York.
Yeah.
You're on Raya. You know, you're looking at the men. The men are fine. They're
Mhm.
there. So
Wait,
chatting
also,
it up.
you were banned from a dating app, no?
Yeah, Hinge and Tinder.
What? Both?
They're like owned the same.
Why
And
were you banned?
I don't know.
You know.
No. Mm-mm.
Wow. Okay,
I know.
go on. So you're saying
I should figure it out.
You should.
But they won't tell you. That's the thing.
No,
they
yeah,
won't
they
tell
just-
you what
they
you got
just
banned for. But they
kick
told
you
me to
off.
appeal it so I can get the brand deal. But I still haven't done that because I'm like
Okay.
lazy.
You should, yeah.
I'm busy. I'm running a business, okay?
I bet. You are the assistant general manager
Okay.
at
I'm a
Republic.
founder and CEO.
Are you that too?
No.
Okay. Soon.
We're
Okay,
manifesting.
catfishing.
Okay, so matched with this guy on Raya. And we were messaging back and forth, whatever. I was going out. It's a weekend with my friends. We're out. I see him. And I'm like, that looks like him, but it's probably not him because, you know, the hair was growing out a little bit. He had like a stubble going on. The body was not tea like it looked in the photo. So I'm like, did you use some kind of app to edit it? I don't know what's going on. So whatever. I see him. He sees me. He looks at me. And you know when somebody gives you that look like, I've seen you somewhere?
Yeah.
Like, where do I know you from? It was one of those. And so I'm walking around. He grabs me. He's like, hey, can I get you a shot? Like, this is full story. He's like, can I get you a shot? I'm like, yeah, if you're getting me a shot, you got to get my friends a shot too.
Okay, period.
Because
A man of the people.
you're not going to, I'm not sitting around talking to you. And he was like, what do you drink? I said, Casamigo. He goes, yep, $70. Yep.
As it
For
should be.
me and my
Casamigos.
friends.
Yup.
Yep. We're having a conversation. He's trying to kiss me. I'm like, no, it's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not happening. Definitely not happening. And you know when you're talking to a guy and his breath smells like he just came out of the bathroom, like where you're at, like at dinner or wherever, and you know how where they have like the little cups with the mouthwash, like in the nice restaurants.
I would say that's clubbing vibes, but okay, you go to nice restaurants. Sure. Yeah.
And so that's exactly what his breath smelled like. Like he just put mouthwash in and like was trying to kiss me. And I was like, and he was like, I feel like you're not feeling this. And I said, is that okay?
Oh.
And he goes,
Okay.
yeah. And I go, okay, have a good night. And I turned around and walked away with my friends.
That is iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Are you more, I think I know the answer. Are you more dominant or submit? Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. No, I think that's actually iconic behavior.
Thank you.
Step one, the Casamigos, of course.
Mm-hmm. It's like working at the club. You take the men's money and then you never see them again.
Yes. And
exactly.
also clocking his breath for smelling kind of good is iconic because I thought you were going to be like, smell like shit, and that would have been
that would have been worse.
Yeah.
I would have just turned around, not said anything, and just walked away and act like I never seen him before.
Yes.
But yeah, after that happened, and I left the club, I unmatched with him on Raya.
As you should.
And he messaged me and was like, are you okay? And I said, yeah, why? And he goes, oh, I was just wondering. I said, yeah, I'm on a lot of right now. Sorry.
Nice.
I wasn't, but
that's a good way to get someone to off, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he responded, I don't know what he said because I deleted his contact and I muted him. So he's like down in the dumps somewhere.
You're like doing it. Yeah. Do you follow him on Instagram?
No, we didn't make it that far. It was like 3 days.
Is he not hot anymore?
No.
Okay. Then his loss.
Yeah. His loss, never mine.
But getting your friends Casamigos, iconic. Also saying, is that
and
okay?
Honestly,
Bye.
it happens a lot more than it should.
See, I
have guys that will come up to me and be like, oh my God, I saw you on our Instagram reel. Or like, oh my God, I watched your show. And I'm like, thanks.
Buy me a shot about it.
Yeah, but I'm also like, I'm out clubbing right now. Like, I don't want to talk about the show.
Do you feel like you have to like act a certain way in public now because of the show?
Yeah, sometimes. It depends. Like whenever I'm out with everybody else that's on the show with me, then like whatever we like, we'll just be goofy and be weird. But when I'm out with my friends, like here in New York, or if I go to LA or I'm in Miami, I definitely will read the room first
Yeah. Yeah, that
before I
makes
do anything
sense.
crazy.
Because I feel like, I don't know, there'll be times where, like, we're shooting outside, and even if my face is just, like, kinda dropped, and someone's like, "Oh my god," and you have to be like, "Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Woo!" And then
Hey.
you're like, "Okay, can't be caught lacking like that." So,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I think my biggest thing is too, like, we'll go to a lot of like gay parties and like,
Yeah.
the men like to take their shirts off after it
Yeah.
hit a certain time of night. And I'm like, I won't do it because people are recording all the time.
Also,
People are
like,
taking pictures all the time.
there are worse things that you could be recorded doing than taking your shirt off.
I know, but like, I'm like, I don't want to be
One thing
caught
leads to
on,
another.
I don't know, but I don't want to be caught on Dumois or something. And it's like Michael's
Yeah,
out
fair.
at gay circuit party
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
shirtless. Like, no.
That's fair.
My mom would call me the next day and be like, my friend showed me this on Facebook. What is going
What is going
on?
on? Literally.
And I'd be like, mommy, yo no sé.
That's not me. That's not me.
Literally.
AI slop.
AI for real.
You are somewhat freshly single and confident. What kind of boyfriend are you at your best, and what kind of boyfriend are you at your worst?
What kind of boyfriend am I at my best?
Mm.
I'm a giver. So I like to
Okay.
buy gifts. I like to like go shopping. If I'm out shopping for myself, I like to buy for my partner. So I would say like when I'm at my best, like presents all the time.
Mm-hmm. I love
That's like
gift
my
giving.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's weird because I hate receiving gifts.
Oh.
I know, how strange.
What is your love language?
Like physical
get?
touch.
Okay.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Probably all of them except for like buying me stuff. Like, don't buy me anything.
Yeah.
I'll like hit you.
Damn.
Yeah. I'll get mad.
Do you just get bad gifts?
No, but it's also like I would rather you give me money if you're gonna go and buy me something.
Yeah. I started
And,
doing it with mom. I was like, Mom, I don't need the thing. I was like, just give me $100.
like, when you get to a certain age and your grandma's buying you stuff from American Eagle still, and it's
Mhm.
like I don't need
Yeah.
American Eagle stuff.
Yeah,
And she's
literally
buying you a
that.
size small knowing that you wear large. It's like kind of crazy.
Okay, so then what kind of boyfriend are you at your worst?
At my worst, I'll put you on Do Not Disturb. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm like, why are you texting and calling me? Like, I'll just lie the whole day and be like, I'm busy.
What is your zodiac sign?
Gemini.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yep. Got it.
And that Gemini comes out, girl.
Yeah, I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of leads to the next question. What kind of friend are you in conflict?
Ooh, cold shoulder. Don't speak to me. I won't respond. If I'm like really upset at you, I probably won't read your text messages or
Mhm.
like I won't open them. I'll put you on Do Not Disturb on everything, like mute your Instagram stories, like
Yeah.
the whole nine. Like I want you to feel like you died.
Where did that come from? Because I guess you can kind of see it a bit this season. You like fought with Lake, and then
You'll see it
Emmy
with Emmy.
is like, you fought with Lake, and I was surprised by how stern you were, I guess, when you guys were fighting. And I was like, that's from something. Like, that has to be from
Oh, I got trauma,
something.
girl.
Yeah.
I got trauma.
I'm not saying talk about your trauma, but I was like, I know that has to be reacting that firmly is not the best word, but like reacting that like cut and dry, I guess,
Mhm.
like had to be from
Like
somewhere.
ice cold.
Yeah.
I think that my biggest thing is, like growing up in a Hispanic household,
Mhm.
you don't talk about your family's issues outside of the house.
Mhm.
It's very like that. So
Yeah.
like when we're at work together or we're in a group setting, why are you talking to me about our issues?
Yeah.
Or like acting like we don't have issues and
Yeah.
like being normal around me. I don't like that. Like
That's fair.
like if anything, that's gonna get me more activated.
Yeah.
And I also think that one of my biggest issues is that when I'm mad at somebody, instead of like hitting it head on, I just like straight up like ice cold, like cold shoulder. But I think it's because I'm trying to digest and like figure out how I'm
What your next move is
feeling.
gonna be, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, I obviously value this relationship. I want it to work out. I just need to take a beat
Yeah.
and really think about how I feel before I can, let you know.
Yeah.
And I
I
think,
feel like
yeah.
I feel like that's fair. I don't know. When I was younger, I think that my friends would like randomly piss me off more than they do now. But I've always thought about how I would handle conflict now if my friends pissed me off, but also on camera. I feel like I would just be like, we're not f***ing doing it right now. Or I would
Mhm.
lash out. I would be anxious. Like, I think that the camera element and also that all of you guys are a bit younger, not even immature, but like younger. You guys have more emotions. You guys hang out together more. I think that I probably would not act. I would
It's
not
like
respond calmly.
It's like being out with your siblings or like your sibling does something bad and you're like, ooh, wait till I get home and I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell mommy.
Yeah.
Like, that's the vibe, girl.
Do you guys think, and I'm like really, and I watched the show, but I sometimes struggle trying to figure out if you guys are all friends, if some of you are friends in pockets of each other. Like, how would you describe that?
I would say like my first season, we were all super close friends. Like
Interesting. Okay,
great
yeah.
friends. There's like maybe a one or two that are on the outside. And then obviously, of course, you have the people that don't work there that are on the show. So we have 3 this season.
Yeah.
So like they're not necessarily like
That
involved.
is,
Grace, Mia, and Molly.
oh, Molly. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like you're not necessarily really involved
Yeah.
in everything because you don't work at Republic. So like it's kind of difficult to keep everybody in the loop, especially when it's somebody like Grace whose only friend is Maddie in the group. Or like not only friend, but like closest extension to the group is Maddie. This year, there was definitely way more of a divide, especially when it came to filming. And you can tell by the room arrangements on this cast trip.
The one you guys just went to that I didn't finish watching. Yeah, because you guys just got to the house and somebody was like, why am I, wait, it was you.
Yeah.
Right? Who got put in someone else that like, and they were like, let's make a trade. And then I had to close my computer because you were here.
And it was like, can we trade Joe for Michols?
Yes.
And then they were like, oh, well, why don't you put all the girls in one villa and all the guys in one? And the girls were like, no.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the conflict was really difficult to deal with this past summer. So it made the divide in the group even
more.
Even harder. The scenario isn't the easiest because you want to support both sides, but it's hard to find a footing in doing that. Like for me, you know where I stand, girl. You watching the season. But it was obviously difficult for others, especially to voice their opinions, I would say. And now watching it back, it's easier, of course. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that when I watch any reality TV, but also people that are of the same age as me, I try and like really give them like a good benefit of the doubt. And so like with Emmy in the beginning, right? I was like, oh, I get anxious sometimes. I was like, oh, she's like really having an anxiety attack. That's real. But then more things would happen. And then we would, as if I'm a cast member of the show, you guys would be like, there's a race component.
We, girl, you are one of us, you know.
You guys would be like, there's a race component. And then she would be like, that's not my goal. I don't want it to be that. And then everyone's like, okay, cool. And then another person is like, hey, Emmy just, and then I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you guys feel so close to making real progress, being like, hey, you cannot tell a black man that he is like threatening you or making you skip when none of this is true. And she's like, got it. But then there's like,
then turns around and is like, actually.
Is telling everybody. And she's like, and I am afraid. And why can't I be? And then it's like, girl, what the are we doing?
I'm like, this on camera. You're going to watch this in 8 months and be like.
But does she think that now? Like, do you think that she is like, damn, that was a bad look?
Wait till you see the reunion.
I'm not. That means I'm not optimistic. That means I'm not optimistic. Who do you trust the most in the cast?
Ooh, who do I trust the most? Okay, so first, before anybody, definitely Lava.
Okay, remove her.
Okay, Maddie.
Okay, sure.
And I say Maddie because I was in a really, really, really hard place before I started working at Republic. And she like brought me in and like taught me the ropes and like really brought me around the group. And Republic's like a family. And that's the dynamic. So she really brought me in. And I feel like when people usually start working there, they get hazed. You know, you need to feel it a little bit before we can let you in. And I didn't get any hazing. And it was nice. It was like a very smooth transition.
Duck.
But I had known her for a really long time. And then we just got really close. And ever since then, like, I just tell her everything.
She does seem like a great friend. She seems like a good person. Like,
it sucks because, like, you don't really get to see a lot of our dynamic on the show.
Yeah, I'm thinking, like, when do you guys talk on the show?
Literally. But it wasn't until, like, planning, like, right before Joe's birthday in the last episode. Where we got to, like, ride around together and, like, you got to see a little bit of our dynamic.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely Maddie.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess I could see that, though. I feel like if I were a cast member, I would probably trust her the most. Who do you trust the least?
Ooh. Who do I trust the least? Trust is a big word, girl.
Is it easier to answer who do you like the least?
I don't think I dislike anybody.
That's good.
If you would have asked me 3 weeks ago, we would have went at it. But
because you had the reunion.
It was resolutional. I feel like it was resolutional.
That's good. Yeah, I feel like you need that.
I feel like I let everything out. Who would I trust the least? Honestly, I would still say I think post reunion have a difficult time trusting TJ again.
Whoa.
But I
Okay?
also
You guys
I
were
also think
courting.
yeah, but I also think, girl, you gotta remember this is 8 months ago.
I know, right? I'm like, what do you mean this was last night?
So I think him, but I also feel like Molly.
Okay.
I will say it was resolutional on both ends at the reunion, but I also feel like I don't think that there's a place where I can really give that trust back or get trust back.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the safest answer.
That's fair. I want to go back to what we were talking about before. How does it feel to be a queer person of color? I mean, where do I begin? In the South on Bravo, like, yeah, how does that feel?
When you put it in perspective like that, it's bigger than you think.
Yeah.
Like so much bigger than you think, because it makes me think about living in Charleston and like the community that there is. I don't have any friends in Charleston but two who speak Spanish.
Wow.
And I rarely see them.
Yeah.
Like, and one of them is my glam girl that does my glam for like confessionals. So like her and I are tight.
Yeah.
But like just like that alone should tell you how many people of color there aren't there. And like Brad and Lake are like the two closest to me. And like you have Mia, of course, but like those three are like the closest POC that I feel like I can get to. And it's hard. We live in a predominantly white dominated, like predominantly white area, and all of our friends are white.
Yeah.
And it's like, if there could be more Black or Hispanic people here, then 1000% I would pick that. But like, there's not.
That's just where it is.
Yeah. So I don't know. When you put it in perspective like that, it's like, it feels great because there's somebody else like you out there who watches you to relate to you.
Yeah.
And sometimes only watches these shows for one specific person. And you could literally be helping that person so much, like feel seen, and you don't even know.
Yeah.
Like when I first came on last season, the amount of like positive feedback I got for sharing my story was like through the moon. Like I had anybody and everybody from the LGBTQ plus community reaching out to me and just telling me like, you encouraged me to come out to my family, or like,
that's amazing.
I'm a Black trans woman like living in the South, and like your story inspired me to like, you know, wake up tomorrow and like feel better about myself, or like just like anything and everything. And I think having a platform when you are a person of color, you have to share your side of things, because we're not here to be in the background. Like that's not the vibe.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was my biggest thing, like telling myself coming onto the show, like I'm not here to be a background character. Like I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you're not. You're definitely not a background character. As a member of the Bravo sphere, Bravo-verse, I gotta know how you feel about the West and Amanda situation.
Get them banned.
Get them banned.
Get them banned.
Get them banned. Get them, what is it? Not 69. What is it? 86. 86.
Yeah, 86.
Get him 86.
I'm like 69, girl. You thinking dirty.
You're anti, yeah.
1000%. I have been a Sierra Miller stan since I joined the network, or like Bravo. And Summer House was one of the first shows I watched. I would say Summer House and Southern Charm.
Yeah, yeah.
And I solely watched it for her because I was so curious. And her story with her dad when she came on, like in the earlier seasons, she talked about her close relationship with her dad. And it literally made me feel like 10 times more inclined to share my story with my mom. And so I reached out to her immediately, like my first season. The show was airing. And I met her at a Southern Charm season 10 party, like premiere party.
Yeah.
Because they had it here in New York and she was there.
Yeah.
And so I went up to her and I was like, oh my gosh, hey, how are you? Like, it's really nice to meet you in person. Like, had a small conversation. And then, of course, I messaged her and I was like, I just want you to know that like your story really inspired me to like open up more.
Beautiful, yeah.
And ever since then, I've always been a Sierra Miller stan. I think that the way that man like just dogged her again for I don't know what time, it's just like, why? Like, are you blind?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, the chick is married. Like,
what is it called when like
let go and let God,
still
girl.
Warm. The body is still warm.
The body's not even cold yet.
That part. Yeah, that's pretty not great. And also like if I'm like closing my eyes and I'm like, think of a woman, a body, beautiful, smart. I'm like, oh, Sierra Miller.
Yep.
And then so for that to happen, I'm like, it's giving Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion, Where it's like, all right.
Don't get me
no
started
one's
because I
winning
was
then.
supposed to go see her on Broadway
Mm,
and it got canceled because
Yeah.
she ended her tour like short because of him.
You
Like
could blame
her breakup.
him.
I was
Yeah.
sitting there and I was like, okay, well, thank God my aunt didn't buy the tickets yet. But still,
Okay, so you're supposed to say
I was
kind of-
so mad.
Yeah. Okay, you were talking about your mom a bit just a second ago, and you obviously opened up about your relationship on the show. Where are you guys now?
There's good days, there's bad days, but we're
Okay.
definitely in a way better place.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see her cameo in the next few episodes.
Okay.
And we have a really tough conversation because it's like half the episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like we go to dinner, we have a long conversation.
Yeah.
It was a little tough because I had to talk to her about like my sexuality.
Why do I feel like you have in the past? Or she's
No,
you
ever-
go to
ever-
and then she shuts the conversation down.
It was the vibes were very like don't say gay dinner.
Got it.
You know?
Yeah.
Like our showrunner's like one of the best. I kid you not. He's gay.
Yeah.
And he's also Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
And so like he's from LA, like anybody that works in the industry is like from LA and like
Yeah.
they're super open-minded and they're liberal and like they're just welcoming with open
Mhm.
arms. So he was very like that. So he coached me through the conversation
Oh, that's
I was having with
so
my mom,
amazing.
like held my hand like the whole entire way. I kid you not. I could tell there were moments where it was like really difficult for her. Like
yeah.
my mom, I kid you not, at one point was like, I'm gonna leave.
It's so you feel for both sides in that like the clear side to 90% of the population is like you don't have a choice. It's
Mhm.
acceptance. I love my family, so thus I love you. But like because it's so obvious, like what do you mean you love your son? Like accept him. It almost makes you feel bad because you're like, what internal conflict are you struggling with so hard that makes this so hard for you to accept?
Mhm.
Like it is just a mindset I can't put myself in, but like you gotta feel bad for them because they obviously don't want to
Yeah.
not support. It is just so like, yeah.
I think the thing is too with my family, like they're all very old school.
Yeah.
So the way they grew up, Roman Catholic in the church,
Mhm.
Hispanic, just hardcore, like
yeah.
be a man. And I think that just for my mom alone to kind of like take herself out of that headspace and like be like, okay, well, he's my son at the end of the day. I have to love him no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I think for her to go and do that and not only do that like on camera, and have
yeah, I
the
was just thinking
conversation
that.
is very brave.
Yeah.
So I will give her flowers. I think that it was a very difficult conversation to have because it's like I don't know. I can't even compare it to anything else.
Yeah.
Like just I was on a radio show earlier this morning and I was like, I kid you not, if it wasn't for the cameras, I probably wouldn't have had that conversation in
Yeah.
like 10 years.
And I feel like that's so rare for someone to be like, and I was on camera, and because of that, it made the moment better. But like, that's so real. And
Mhm.
like, yeah. And also, like, it's beautiful that it was. I mean, I didn't watch the conversation, so I don't know if it was
No,
beautiful.
not yet. It hasn't come out yet.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I haven't seen the conversation yet. But like, if it ends beautifully, then that is like a good memory for you guys to have
Mhm.
together. But regardless, I commend you for your, like, it seems like it's something that you're like, that pushing isn't the right word, but bringing up, and then you've been like, all right. But I'm glad that you're like kind of putting your foot down.
I think
what
my
I'm
biggest
hearing.
thing is having that conversation. My first initial like motive behind it
Mhm.
was more so I want to have this conversation for me, but I also want to have this conversation because I know it's going to help people.
Yeah.
And like just being able to navigate that conversation and have it the way that I did, like I hope that it'll help people who are walking in my footsteps.
Yeah.
And like just help them be able to do the same.
I don't know anybody that you're speaking to personally, but I have to assume that you're helping a ton of people. Like, that is a very brave thing that not a lot of people do and can say that they have done. And so I think that you are helping a ton of people.
Thank you.
And I commend you for that.
Thank you.
Before we go, we have some listener questions. So our listeners submit to our DMs to see, so we can see if they're okay or not.
Okay.
And then we're going to figure out if we think that they're good or not good. Okay. I'm a server and I love my restaurant, love my coworkers, but I hate my manager. The restaurant owner loves me, but my manager is so toxic and spends my entire shift breathing down my neck. I may have a
Oh.
higher paying offer at a restaurant down the road. Should I take it?
Listen, you can't put a price on peace. Take that new job.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially, I feel like the world of restauranting and being a server, maybe you guys are different because you guys have cameras on you at all times, but like freaky can happen or like mess up can happen.
Girl.
And there's not an HR. At least I don't think that there are HRs at most restaurants. I would also say leave. I would say go get that higher paying job. Or if you're feeling freaky, go take that higher paying job offer and then come back to your job and be like, match it. Or don't, and then leave.
I'm not even wasting my time matching anything.
That's fair. You got a dipski. Okay. I had a falling out with one of my best friends. Don't want to get into the details, but it was ugly. Now she wants to mend the bridge. I'm feeling hesitant, but how do I know if it's my pride or genuinely setting a boundary?
If you have to think about it, don't do it.
That feels like insane advice. Can you expand?
But that's my problem. That's my problem. I'm impulsive.
So I'm like, let's talk about it more.
When I'm shopping, I'm like, do I want this? If I have to think about it, don't buy it. You know?
Okay.
I think the friendship, if it's worth having a conversation, I think it's worth being on good terms and being amicable. But I also would say don't mistake my kindness or me being forgiving for a friendship.
Interesting. Yeah, okay, I could see that. I feel like
that's me.
No, and
I'm like,
listen,
don't mistake
Gemini,
my kindness or my professionalism for a friendship.
I think that because of your job, that is probably something that you have to be really good at. Because I was never a manager of well, I'm a manager right now, actually. But not in a situation where I would become friends with people. And so like at my serving jobs, I was never a manager, so I could be like, you, and I mean it.
Yep.
But if you're a manager.
And what? And I'm going to make my money and go home.
Yeah, but a manager kind of has to be like, hey, Jessica.
Don't do that again.
I know we fought,
girl.
but yeah. Yeah, I think that my like advice would be if they take up space in your brain, then maybe you do want to have the conversation.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
I feel like if it's like, if it's dreading, being their friend is dreading, or if it takes an effort, or if it just feels heavy or like too much and it's not worth it, what's the point? You're like beating out a dead horse.
Yeah. Period. Gemini. But you're also like kind of straight shooting. I'm a Virgo and I'm a straight shooter. And so I didn't know if you had any earth in your stuff.
I'm Virgo rising. And my moon is Cancer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are you emotional?
Girl,
are you like a crier?
Yes. We watching the same show?
Yes, I did. I have. Maybe you like did one of these like, but I don't know that you like straight up cried. Did you?
Yeah.
I swear I watched.
I cry a lot.
Good for you.
I think I cried the most this season.
I don't know if I've ever said this to a 23-year-old, but I think that you're okay.
Oh.
For the time being. It wasn't meant to be like very sweet, but I'm glad that you accept it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that you're okay. Maybe
I think I'm okay too.
Maybe you'll have like a crazy 24, 25 and you'll become not okay.
Hopefully not on camera.
Hopefully not on camera. You gotta go wild like a couple more times though.
Okay, we'll see. I'll text you. If it doesn't go well, I'm gonna text you. I'm coming first.
I'll take the blame.
And I'm gonna say, hey, I'm not okay.
And then you'll come back on and then we'll do this all over again.
You're gonna say, what happened to you?
And we're gonna play the video back of me being like, go crazy for 2 years. And that's it for today. Remember, if you have anything you want to get off your chest, you can DM us on Instagram at the Are You Okay Show to get a chance to be featured on the pod. Thank you, Michols, for hanging out with us today. Where can people find you? What should they be looking for? All that jazz.
You can find me on Bravo's Southern Hospitality Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. And you can stream it the next day on Peacock. Because I know you watch Peacock, girl.
Girl, what's your Instagram? Like,
oh, my Instagram is Michols Peña. And my TikTok, and that's it. I don't make TikToks like that. But
you don't make TikToks like that.
No. I like occasionally, like here and there, nothing crazy.
I feel like you could go viral on TikTok. You got the face.
Thank you.
Okay, anyway, I'm Brie, and this is the Are You Okay podcast. See you next week. Bye.